Hi everyone and welcome to my hair education. Today we're going to be looking at a very important haircut, which is scissor over comb. A very essential technique that you're going to be using at the salon with your men's. You might ask, what's the difference between a clipper cut and a scissor cut? The scissor cut is so essential because you could really go and personalize the haircut and shape it, like we craft the haircut. I mean, the clipper, I have nothing against it. It's faster. It does the job right, but it's good to have that in your arsenal. So with my model today, I'm going to be going pretty tight actually on the sides. So we're going to be going about shorter to a bit longer, but very tight. I'm not going to do like too much of this angle, but more of this angle. The back, as you can see, has a bit of length over here. So I'm going to be going from short to long. You can see that our model has medium, well, he has medium thick hair, and we're going to be using a lot of texturizing. And I'm going to be working his cowlick very naturally because, as you can see, it goes down here and here. It's a bit weak over here. And so we're going to be doing short to long and give it a lot of texture and movement. And that's it, guys. So before we start the haircut, let's talk about our tools. I'm going to be using a clipper comb, flexibility, and it's going to give me some leverage. So I'm not going to go too short right away. And then I'm going to be using my cutting comb to go a bit closer to the scalp. And I'll be finishing with my barber comb for the outline and to blend everything in. You see, this is very flexible. It's a very useful comb when you're cutting scissor over comb. So as you can see, we did a horseshoe section over here. Oh, a little guy right here. And there you go. All right, guys. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to cut my guide. I'm going to start with my guide. Usually I like doing little panels at a time, so about maybe 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches. So I'm going to create my baseline over here. So let's start. So I'm going to leave about probably an inch on the scalp from here. So straight. Okay, and then you follow through. See your guide right here? So it's like squared, you're angling squared. Okay, so you can see your guide over here, okay? So come over, under and over. All right, so let's grab the other section. You can see our guide. Okay guys, so I'm going to be using my clipper comb. And I'm going to be doing a scooping motion going from shorter to longer. And I'm heading toward my baseline guide. So remember, when you're cutting scissor over comb, you're cutting small hairs at a time. And you're scooping in and out. So think about the letter C. So comb down, pull your hair out, and you're always going against the grain of the hair, against the growth. And that's our goal here. Okay, let's continue through. So our guide. So we're scooping. So you're really going in and out. So in and out. Okay, let's continue through. So I'm going to push this hair here up. All right, guys, so I'm going to work the back a bit, connect it to our guide. So when you're cutting scissor over comb in the back, you don't want to push the head too much down because it stretches everything. So when he goes back, you can have lines. So just push it just a bit, so he doesn't have too much of a stretch. So I'm going to start over here. So scooping from short to long, and you're cutting little hair by little hair. All right, guys, so our right section is done with our clipper comb. I will continue later with my cutting comb. However, I will continue through my guide to the left section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my hair and pick up my guide over here. Just cut it squared. Continue through, grab your guide, see my guide over here, right over here, and follow through. Okay guys, so we're doing the left side. And as you can see, the hair is growing like that. So I'm going to cut a scooping motion, short to long. So guys, over here, you're going to push it out and go diagonally because the hair is growing like on this side. So push it in and go up. Grab all the hair. So continue through, pull the hair up, little hairs at a time, about 3 inches width from your comb, and a scooping motion. That's what's cool about having your baseline, is that you know where you're heading. Look at these guys here. So you're going to push it in and out, pivoting. You're pivoting. And then moving your scissor and comb in unison. In and out. Think about the C letter. And you're heading toward your baseline. So I'm going to use my cutting comb. See, I almost have not enough hair to reach. So I'm going to use the thinner section, smaller section of my comb. I'm going to refine. I'm going to refine everything. I'm going to use my barber comb to really clean out the outline around the temple. Look at the flexibility it's giving me just to pull all this hair out over here. Just going to push it through. So I'm really refining all this here. That's the the power of this comb. So push these guys out and follow through. I'm going to use the thinner side, smaller side of my cutting comb. Okay. So I'm going to refine this here with my barber comb. So you want to go the opposite side, I mean where the hair is growing, on the opposite direction. You want to push the hair really out. So as you can see, I'm continuing with my barber comb because the hair was cut pretty short enough with the clipper comb. So I'm really pushing the hair in and out to clean this strong outline. Over here, push it in and out. And sometimes you could just push it forward here and just cut them through. So I'm continuing on the left side with my cutting comb, going straight up. All right, so I'm continuing through the back. Okay guys, so I'm going to use my edger to clean the temple around the sideburns nape outline. So as you can see, because of the barber comb, we don't have much to clean out. So that's the fun part. So I'm going to start with this part over here. I'm going to push it forward and just clean it up, clean around the sideburns. Over here, just grab this part over here. And don't be afraid sometimes, with the edger, just to trim it like that. So you have something pretty clean and nice. Push his ear down and just gonna okay, so I'm gonna clean over here. I like staying natural. So I'm just gonna clean it up here. So I'm really staying as natural as I can. So push the hair to the front. All right, guys, so I'm gonna work the crown. So I think it's looking pretty good. So I'm just gonna blend it in a bit. So I'm just gonna grab a vertical section. I'm just gonna refine it with a point cutting technique. It's your guide. You see here he has a powerful cowlick, so I want to work with it. So I'm going to follow through, just following the shape of the head. So I see that my hair is growing like this side. I'm going to push it here. I'm just going to blend it so it falls naturally. All right, guys, I'm going to continue with the crown, just blending it. So with a point cutting. I still want to keep it short to long movement. So I'm really following the shape of the head. Great, so I'm going to follow through. Same thing over here, as you can see, my guide. Should I cut it? Same thing. And I'm going to cut it from short to long. So as you can see, we're creating a short to long section. I'm going to leave these guys away for now, and I'm going to continue. Take my other section, bring it up to my other guide, previous guide. Okay. And you got short to long. All right, guys, so I'm going to go through the left section. So grab my guide and cut from short to long. And grab my other section, bring it to my previous guide. I cut it from short to long. So I'm going to start the blow dry. I'm going to show you some tricks for the blow dry. I'm going to go, think about the letter X going sideways, so I can give some volume. When I put my paste, I have some leverage to style it. And I'm going to connect the sides. So I kept the sides a bit longer because I like connecting them when they're dry. So I'm going to take this type of brush and push the hair to the side, and then to this side. So you got to push it through and follow your brush. Follow. So this is a vent brush. All right, guys, so this is the right side. So I want to connect here, this part. So I'm just going to do a vertical section, grab it, and just want to refine, blend. Okay, take my other section. You can see here. So it's giving us a really nice blend. I'm just gonna do some point cutting. This is a really good trick to refine your lines because it takes away the bulk. So you just push it up and just point cut through. That's it, right over here. And just this part over here. I'm just going to push it down and I'm just going to point cut. As you can see over here. Okay. Okay, in and out. I'm just going to take off a bit of the weak spots, like here, just point cut it. And I'm going to so you could just push it through and just give it, just refine it a bit. So over here. I'm going to create texture by just channeling through the hair. So you're going in and sliding, and I'm going to go just like a letter X again, just like we blow dried, and I'm going to go from the other side, and I'm going to show you. So you just slide it in. You're always moving your thumb side to this, going to the other opposite side, actually, like that, to take off weight. And you could also go more like this side here. Same thing over here. All right, guys, I'm going to put some clay into his hair. So I'm going to move it through from side to side, bring out the texture. So here it is, our classic haircut. Super scissor over comb, going in the scooping motion from short to long, from the sides, as well through the back, from short to long over here. And I kept a bit of weight here because of the cowlick, so I didn't want to have anything, you know, like being too short and going up. So lots of, it's good, you know, to have, to know where you're heading with the cowlicks. So a lot of texture, point cutting on top with a bit of channeling, and this is our final look. Et voila. So thank you for watching My Hair Education. Stay tuned for our new videos coming soon, and don't forget to subscribe to our page. Have a good one. Take care.